1000 Dreams Fund is a national nonprofit known for raising awareness of the gender gap in funding for gaming and broadcasting. They support cis women, trans feminine, and those who face disparities and discrimination in correlation to misogyny and identity. Austin Champion, brand ambassador for HyperX Arena Las Vegas, joins me now to tell us more about the broadcast Her Academy Challenge. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. So I want to get right into, for those who may not know what esports are, talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's in the same vein of traditional sports. It's the entire entertainment complex surrounding more gaming that's surrounded around video games and things of this nature, from virtual reality to console games to the high performance PC gaming. It's really all encompassing, and then there's just like the productions that we have here with cameramen and observers and audio people and all the people surrounding that industry, they have their spot in esports as well. So it's huge, it's growing at an exponential rate. I think it's on track to become one of the biggest forms of entertainment, and we're helping people that don't necessarily get that representation have a foot in the door, get to shadow some industry professionals and have their shot at really getting into this industry.
Wow, that's amazing. So let's talk about what happened last week.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get into that.
So 3 times a year, Allied Esports together with 1000 Dreams Fund, who you had prefaced with, they have this partnership where at the HyperX Arena, which is Allied Esports owned and operated, they have them come by. Like I said, they're shadowing some industry professionals as they do with their regularly scheduled tournament schedule. We do plenty of events at the HyperX Arena, so you can always keep up to date with that if people in your family are into esports, but they got to come be a part of the tournament organizing side, be a part of broadcasting, doing the on-air talent where they're commentating on the games, part of camera work, part of producing the show, saying which angles to grab and when, choosing when we're throwing to commercials, when to give talent breaks, things like this. They also got some really nice Zoom calls and focus groups with some other remote professionals and things like that, where they got to ask those intimate questions or really break that wall and figure out, how can I find myself climbing this ladder?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Why is something like this so important?
Well, I feel like there's a huge achievement gap essentially in the resources. If you don't have an amazing place like the HyperX Arena or any of these other technology studios or other esports facilities near you, there's no real connection to figuring out how can I even meet somebody that works in that field? I don't even have an access or a bridge into that. I watch things on Twitch, but I don't know anything about what's happening behind the scenes. So being able to fly out these people from all around the country, nobody was local in this last fellowship that they had. It was just all flights booked. You get to go and get put up in the hotel for free, get to come eat, be a part of that lifestyle, and really get to see what it's like to be so close to that industry where people feel like it can be very far and the bridges are just not there. It's not in the school systems yet. It's not, there's not technology centers in every city. So it's really something that we're trying to get to that level where it's reaching and very accessible for everybody. But, it starts with programs like this and with 1000 Dreams Fund.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in so many different industries, it can be really tough to connect with the right people, especially when you're trying to, like you said, climb up that ladder and figure it out for yourself and pursue something you're really passionate about. So I think, things like this really help to bridge that gap.
Well, I appreciate you co-signing with us and giving us this platform to talk about it, because it's only going to become more important the more we get opportunities like this.
Of course.
So we really appreciate you having us come by.
Of course. So how often do you guys come in?
So that is a 3-time-a-year fellowship that they do. 1000 Dreams Fund, I think they have a summer, a winter, and a spring fellowship. And the class sizes vary. They've pushed over 100 people through, and each person, in addition to all of those resources and programs that we just spoke about being paid for in full, they also get a micro grant of $1,000, a big check that they get to take home. And I've been on the stage many times getting to present that check to them and just getting to see, or hear about the things that they're dreaming about with that 1,000, whether it's getting a new graphics card or getting new cameras, new microphones, different assets for their streams, and being able to pay the graphics people for this kind of stuff. It's just so exciting to see them get that micro grant and see how far it goes.
Well, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to talk with you this morning, Austin, and really just to see your passion shining through. I love that. So thank you so much for coming in and joining us. HyperX Arena is located inside the Luxor Hotel and Casino. For more information, visit hyperxarenalasvegas.com.